Hi, this is Heather with Astromuse Tarot, doing a reading for February 21st. We are in Mercury retrograde, and we are in the year of the fire horse, which happens to be my zodiac sign. It comes around every 60 years. I'm not quite 60. I was born in January, and so the year is the Chinese year. Doesn't start at the beginning of our year, but the Chinese New Year, which is after the full moon in February, I believe, or it is the full moon in February. All right, so here we go. I chose the Power of Surrender cards to start with. I'll show you that deck. I do a lot of fairs and in-person readings, which I prefer. Probably why you haven't seen me very much, or at all. But I like to start off with kind of maybe a lot of things you haven't been looking at that you might need to take a look at. And we have Surrender Resentments. And it says, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Not doing bottom of the deck. I'm going to keep this reading short and sweet, I hope. Now we're doing the Moonology card, and this is the Manifestation Oracle by Moonology. Wow, that was fast. New moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Surrender resentments. Trust all will be well. And now an animal. Spirit of the Animal card. I like to use animal totems in most of my readings. Animals live in the moment. They don't hold on to resentments, you know, and they, after trouble or danger passes, they go right back to grazing. They don't focus on the past. So I like to keep that energy in most of my readings. Sometimes I don't include it, but oh, this is beautiful. Dove Spirit, be peace. Trust all will be well, be peace, but you need to surrender resentments. Okay. Now we're going to have some tarot. We'll see what fleshes out. And I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. All right. What do we have under Surrender Resentments? 2 cards, please. Thank you. Ah, the Star card. Star card is all about healing and wish fulfillment. So letting go of resentments allows you to heal, you know, forgiving someone else or just having that forgiveness for yourself with regards to another person. What do we have under this Star card? But when you hold on to resentment, it's hard to be in a place of gratitude. And gratitude, the energy of gratitude, is what calls in or attracts wishes fulfilled. Okay, you can't, I mean, what you're feeling inside is what you're projecting. What you're projecting is what you're attracting. So if you wish to attract wish fulfillment, then you need to let go of those resentments. So that makes sense. So we have the Page of Swords. Well, the Page of Swords is about a new interest. Someone could have a new interest for you, but I like to keep my readings centered around one person. So if I'm reading for you individually, and of course this is a general reading, I'm not reading for each and every one of you individually, obviously. So, but when I do a personal reading, I like to focus the attention on you and not really like say, oh, somebody's watching you. If I get a lot of cards around it, or if the clarifier, like if I, on the clarifier on the Page of Swords says Page of Swords, then I might say, okay, there is someone who has their eye on you, and we'll kind of flesh it out. But right now, this is saying this is a new interest. Like once you let go of the resentments, you free your mind, you free your energy to, that is part of the healing process. Then the wish fulfillment, because you look at this card, and she's got this tether to the star, and you know the sun is a star. So it's like this tether to a wish fulfillment. And when you let go of the resentments and the negative energy, then you can operate from the higher chakras, right? So because she's holding this right at her heart. But the resentment resides down in here, you know, because resentment's like in that fear thing. Like you're fearful that someone got one up on you, or you're fearful that you look like a fool. So when this card comes out, the Page of Swords, this is a new way of looking at something. We're going to get clarifiers on this. All right. Trust that all will be well. What do we have under trust that all will be well? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is in tune with her emotions. She has been through it. She knows what it feels like to be hurt, to be in that place of resentment. But when you let that go and you embrace the lessons that you learn through all that pain, because when you feel pain, it's like that saying, a broken heart is an open heart. So trusting that all will be well, like everything that you've been through, you're still here. You're still kicking, and she's a queen, so she's gone through all the stages of the Page, the Knight. You know, the Page, he's like, I'm opening my heart. The Knight, it's like I'm willing to forgive. The Queen is like, okay, I've been through those stages, and now I understand myself on an emotional level. Not quite as advanced as the King, who really isn't swayed. The Queen is still, you know, women, you know, we can be a little moody. I'm being kind. Okay, but trust that all will be well. And this is in an emotional level. And it's like you've reached that place as a woman or as a man where you are able to receive emotions from a more grounded space. What do we have under the Queen of Cups, please? Just one. Thank you, the Devil. Well, the Devil's my card. As a Capricorn, the major arcana, the Devil, is the Capricorn card. And it's like he's beckoning, come to me. Yeah, where she's in a place of surrender. You know, she's like, I'm giving it up to you, Spirit. He's in a place of, you know, come hither, Heather. I know, it's terrible. But the thing about the Devil represents, for me, oftentimes, not always, the shadow. The aspect of yourself that you don't want to look at. And the Queen of Cups is like she's surrendering to the things that trigger her, right? Because what is triggering? It's when your emotional world gets threatened. You feel threatened. Well, the Devil is that energy that says, yeah, you should feel threatened. Someone's attacking you, right? But these are fears and doubts, and usually within the self. Well, pretty much always within the self, because if you have true faith and true surrender, then you know that everything is happening for you, not to you. Let that sink in. Everything is happening for you, not to you. And what you see out here is a projection of what's going on in here. So the devil is actually, there's my Kiki, that's Ginger Bean. Hi, honey. So this is actually perfect because it's like the two opposing sides, right? This is like, I give it up to you and you better be afraid, right? Or this is scary, don't do it. I haven't done a reading in over a year because I've been listening to this. But today I did this. I surrendered. Because this has been coming through to me, Ginger Bean, really? Every single day, it's like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. Or I'll do it tomorrow. I've been saying I'm going to do it tomorrow for I don't know how long. And finally, it just got so loud. It got so loud. And it's the year of the fire horse, my Chinese zodiac. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I did it. The final thing that made me succumb was I told myself, if you do this, you're going to the Naked Lady Spa this week. You're doing it. Like, that's your reward. And the Naked Lady Spa is like, it's water everywhere and different temperature pools and you get scrubbed like within an inch of your life. Every single part of your body is just scrubbed and it feels amazing, and buckets of hot water are splashed on you, and it's just the most joyous thing in the world. And you're surrounded by naked women, not the people that work there, they're in little black bathing suits, but the other women, and you see all different body types, and you're thinking, I was worried about me. Like, I have, being a model, having been a model, I'm very self-conscious about my body. Very self-conscious, because I'm now approaching 60. So yeah, I'm very self-conscious. I know where I've been, you know? And looking in the mirror isn't one of my favorite pasts. This is Ginger Bee. Look at her. She's just a big dog. There you go, honey. Anyway, so this is kind of where I've been at, and trust that all will be well. And that is what I said. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Okay, we're moving on. This is going to be a shorter reading than I thought, because it's getting right to the heart of things. Kind of a reading for me. But, you know, we're all going through it on some level, right? Okay, thank you. So under Be at Peace, Dove Spirit, and I'll remind you what that card looks like. We have Temperance, which is lovely, because being at peace, well, temperance is all about balance. And it's balance with a loving hand. So I always think of when they temper chocolate. They take hot chocolate and they have a cool stone, not cold, but a cool stone, and they pour that hot chocolate on it and they just start working it. Because they gradually cool the chocolate. If you cool it too quickly, it separates or it cracks, or, you know, I'm not a pastry chef, so I'm not, or a chocolate maker, but I have seen enough cooking shows because I love them. Can't wait till Top Chef is coming back, I think March 6th. I'm so excited. Anyway, so temperance is all about patience, having the patience to just do it right. Okay, so be at peace. What do we have with temperance, please? Come on, just one. Thank you. The Chariot. I love this card. So the Chariot's all about getting your head and your heart on the same page. Or, you know, this is duality in general. But I was listening to Alan Watts recording this morning. So I listened to Alan Watts to go to sleep, And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I put him on again because his voice I find very soothing. But the Chariot, duality, that's basically what it is. And for me, you know, are your head and your heart on the same page? But this charioteer has no reins. So it's just intention that he is propelling these horses and their direction. But if one of these horses is thinking opposite of the other horse, they're not going to go straight. And if they go like, then it stops, right? Nothing happens. So you really have to have alignment with your higher self, alignment with your head and your heart, not have that duality where you believe, you say, this is what I want, but want, the word want in and of itself is duality, because you're saying I don't have it. You're putting the intention that, yes, I want it, but you're saying I don't have it. And Abraham Hicks talks a lot about this. If you haven't heard of Abraham Hicks, it's Esther Hicks who channels for Abraham, which is a collective of energy in another dimension. I'm not an authority on it, but great for coaching you on how to truly manifest. So this is not getting in your own way, right? Being very clear, very focused. I'm going to fix my hair. This is lovely. Okay. Not getting in your own way. Not sending out an intention that is opposing your own intention. All right. Again, I sell spell kits, which could also be called intention kits. You can buy them at Gargoyles Statuary in the University District or on my Etsy site, which is Astral Muse Spells. Thanks. Okay. Got to put that plug in there. Look. This is not a reading for you. This is just a general reading. It's for entertainment purposes. Hopefully there's some insight that comes through. If something hits home, then that's perfect. But I don't want to get a whole lot of comments. Well, I'm not going to get any comments because I don't turn my comments on. But yeah, you know why I don't turn my comments on? Because I'm not open to criticism, but I'm also not open to praise, you know? So I'm just doing what I'm doing. All right, let's do the next card, which is Shadow Work Oracle cards. Now, these can be a little dark. I said I was going to do clarifiers, but we're running a little long, and I think it's been pretty self-explanatory. In fact, I'm going to do a quick run through. Surrender resentments. We've got the Star card, which is healing and wish fulfillment. Then we have the Page of Swords, which is all about, you know, a new focus. Trust all is well, surrendering with the Queen of Cups, just trusting your intuition. Very similar to the High Priestess. Then we have the Devil card, which is not allowing fear and doubt to get in the way of that new inspiration. Don't let the devil say that all will not be well. Then we have the Dove spirit. Be patient. Be in peace. Temperance. Patience again. Patience and balance. Then we have the Chariot, another balancing card, right? And Temperance and Chariot, very similar energies. It's really getting all your ducks in a row. Okay, what do we have as a surrender card? Battle within. Yeah, this makes sense. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. That's very much that Chariot energy, like if the Chariot was in reverse. I don't read reversals, but if I did, if it was in reverse, that's kind of what it's saying. It's saying the greatest war you wage is against yourself. Inner conflict resolution. So also the Strength card is also about self-mastery. And so this is telling me that, you know, being at peace comes from balancing those inner energies, you know, that Queen of Cups energy, the healing energy of the Star, but also putting all that energy in moving forward and not being stuck in your past, which is kind of what I have been. Grief has a way of keeping you stuck in the past. And yeah, I've been in grief. I've been in a lot of grief. I lost a lot of people. And it took a lot for me to get through that. All right, what do we have for messages from Spirit, please? Oh, that last deck was Shadow Work Oracle cards. All right, what do we have for, thank you. This is Mind Info Oracle cards. And we have Pivot. Gonna need my glasses for this one. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? Well, for me, pivoting was doing this reading tonight. I really just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I don't like doing it. I don't like exposing myself to people I don't know. Tried a couple of different dating sites. It lasts about 5 minutes, and it's like I'll talk with someone or text with someone or have coffee, and it's like, yeah, no. I love doing readings for people. They're coming to me. They're paying me to speak. They're paying me. So, it's like Sally Fields. You love me, really, really love me. Yeah. I'm modeling and acting for years and years and years. Rejection was a big part of the situation. And, I know I'm a grown-up girl, but I still don't like it. All right. So what do we have with numerology? Love some numerology. What do we have? So this number for the next few days, or until I see you again, number 2. If you see it, especially like 222, and that's in here too. That's funny. Okay, I am diplomatic. Yeah, these ring lights are great. Hey, there you go. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. I'm going to do one more. I'll just take the bottom of the deck. Number 6. I am nurturing. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural-born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. That's a great place to end it. Again, if you're looking to buy a spell kit, spell candle, or energy spray, please visit my Etsy site, which is Astral Muse Spells, or go to Gargoyle Statuary in the University District. That's outside of Seattle proper. It's still in Seattle, but it's outside the city of Seattle. And they usually have a full stock of what I offer. I've been with Gail not been with her, but we've been working together for 5 years now, maybe a little longer. She's lovely. Love her store. Very witchy poo. You'll enjoy it. So visit her. I will be at the We Me Fair next weekend in Linwood at the Embassy Suites. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.